Greetings, everyone. I'm back. I actually managed to make the Friday stream. Total War Warhammer 2, the Dreadfleet. Another week of work is done. I'm getting better at it for sure. But my schedule was kind of messed up this week because we have a mentor and we follow our mentor's schedule, and my mentor starts super early in the morning, so I was waking up at 5 all this week. I was not a happy camper. But that's over with. I'll go back to a more regular schedule after this, and then my final schedule is the latest possible starting shift, so I'm actually very excited for that. Alright, but back to the game, Galleon's Graveyard. So, what happened last time? We were coming over here to invade Araby, and we ran into pirates who kicked our asses and killed Noctilus's fleet, which was bad because we needed that. Alright, so, I'm just opting to wait and get a new fleet when Noctilus returns in 3 turns. So we'll just keep building up Galleon's Graveyard until then, and then we'll be able to recruit a decent-ish fleet. Alright, our hero is just going to be stuck waiting for 3 turns. Not very exciting. Alright, I'm trying to find a way to share this. I think I actually need a second window with my actual YouTube channel open. Yeah, I want to get this on to... Twitter. There we go. Okay. Here's the appropriate link. Is there a way to just tweet it? There we go. Alright, we are live on Twitch now. Or Twitter, not Twitch. It's one of the twas. Twa. Alright, that's not good. Those guys came back. I guess I'll be recruiting a fleet after all. Think that would happen. I was very wrong. Very, very wrong. So y'all may notice a difference in my speech in the future. That is because my job is customer service and it is a phone job, so I will inevitably be picking up certain traits from it. I think one of the biggest examples is they don't like us to say the phrase "no problem." They say it diminishes our work. And to be fair, there's a lot of stuff I've had to do where it's definitely not a no-problem situation. Okay, that one was nice. Alright, I'm gonna get... what was it? Converted... Sentries in command, because, hey, +5 Lord rank. That kinda good. That kinda really good. So, yeah, we're gonna need... futile. We're definitely gonna need a thing. Very, very, very much need a thing. A lord. A fire starter. We'll do you.
Admiral of the fleet.
Alright. And I need, I need a force now, so raise dead. Even those things, which I think are absolutely useless. We will not waste our gunnery wire below. No, because I've gotten much better being trained.
Right, powder.
There we go. So, anyone got any interesting tales to tell? Preferably piratey ones? I can react to Galaxy of Heroes and General Anakin. A nope to that event. Not a chance in hell I can't even do it because I don't have Anakin's ship 7-starred. I looked at the various packs you can buy. The combo one for him and his ship is tempting just because it makes me a lot quicker to getting him taken care of. Anakin and his ship are not stuff I have in Star Wars. So that's tempting. That's genuinely tempting. Otherwise, not even a chance. And looking at the event, it's definitely a relics all around. I only have 2 relic characters, so I jokingly said this on a tweet, or in my guild's chat, but it truly could be round 2 or 3 round 3 before I even take a serious stab at that event. It's just so expensive. What you need is ridiculous, and oh, poop, did I forget to set a defense in Grand Arena? They did, and they managed to sweep my army. Whoops. Oh, that's not good. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm not worried about the Savage Orcs, because there's no orcs here, and I could have recruited a fleet.
Admiral of the fleet.
I hate these Hulk things, but I got them. Right side, these guys are starting to attrition.
Shot and dead.
However, I cannot use block army out at the sea. That would be nice to just block them into oblivion, though.
Never cross an elf.
Yeah, and we are 2 turns away from upgrading that, and therefore getting, well, more gunnery rights, cannons, zombie pirates, and the 3rd and final growth ship, which is good. Very good, actually. And we would get level 2 of this, which would give us our vampire captains, which is also very nice. Oh yeah, okay.
Some cover.
Just because I can transfer it out. Only because I know I can just transfer this out later. Assuming those can be recruited, they're going to make a huge difference. So yeah, my first Grand Arena round is a forfeit for sure, because, yeah. I was dumb, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I'll admit, it was hard to pay attention right now, just all that's going on. It's like, I got so much else to do. Work consumes, like, 4/5 of the day. That is at least including the drive. The drive's really what gets me. It's like, I need to move, talking to a couple potential people who could be roommates, but one of them won't be available for a long time. The other one I have never met before, but comes from a very trustworthy friend, so I'm gonna at least give it consideration. And then another one who may or may not be ready, depending on if they pass an exam or not. Lots of peace with Bretonians makes me sick. There is no peace with Bretonian, only the peace of the grave.
Curse the Orphan's guardian.
Okay, so good news is we can bring Noctilus back.
Curse might have you come to grovel before your pirate king. Who are you?
Oh, can't say I didn't try.
Count Noctilus reigns.
Admiral of the fleet. Rajon! Trooping. The galleon awaits.
Obey your quartermaster. Noctilus returns.
Okay, as long as they're
Count
still in it.
Noctilus reigns.
We absolutely 100% need...
I cannot stand the white gun braggarts.
a mix. Oh, cool. So he can go up to that. And we should definitely be rushing this soon. That needs 4, and he's at 2, so it's best to just keep rushing up the middle. I just want to make a comment on something in Galaxy of Heroes that's not a big deal, but specifically the mod shop. 4/5 of the mods in the mod shop for me are 4-star, which is useless for me. There's nothing I can effectively do with this. Oh, hey, Anakin's available. Just Starfighters available. Ship Ventures.
Not die again!
Alright, this is not ideal.
Again.
Okay, Captain Noctilus does reinforce. We have our full forces. And they're attacking the Galleon's graveyard. Does this settlement just not have walls? Did I not know that? Well, they're attacking us with a pretty infantry-heavy force. Thanks to these, we can really mess
The
up.
lust is upon me.
Should be able to do some good damage to that. Yeah, so we just did not have, we didn't have walls. I thought we had walls. That's actually really good for the, what do you call it? Alright, so, while that would be a good vantage point, it's too close to them. So I can't take advantage of it, so... Okay, Noctilus is coming from over there, so it's fine for me to just set up over here. Alright. Alright, who's got guns? That's the most important thing. Separating the infantry from the not infantry. Alright, we got Skull Rammer Sailors. Are they zombie units? Have the super useless zombies in front. These two can protect this flank. These two can protect over here. You two in the back in case when the cavalry comes. And then the rest of you will be here shooting away. These can be in the back for, I don't know, if I find a use for this. And then these four will be here. Actually here, because I will send them out to attack. And then you need to be there to draw fire. Okay, you're a vampire, so you've gotten a heck and the dance macabre, which is good. Noctilus has less. No, Noctilus has one more ability, but... Oh, right, and he brought the gunnery, right? So it's important for him to get over here. As for his units, it's almost all range. In fact, it is all ranged. Oh, there's a that over there. Yeah, I'd say this is the Maelstrom. Definitely the Maelstrom. Yeah, get over there if you can. They're decently fast on the units. Noctilus is not. Noctilus actually is at the end times, by the way. The books I've been reading. He goes by his other name, Count Noctilus, but it's definitely him. Jesus, are they already shooting? I didn't have much for shielded units, but I needed them on the flanks, so... Guess it's time to start deploying the bombers. That's gonna have to go like that. And I'll hold one more in reserve. Yeah, that ultimately did not do nearly what I was looking for. Alright, looks like it was right about the flank. So the good news is you can just are running their zombies, or their cavalry, right into my spears. They're not great spears, but there's 2 of them, so...
Zombies.
That's gonna... Yeah. Just gonna... Yeah. That's broken, hopefully.
Fleet, Admiral!
I don't really care if she dies, but it would be...
Mortals quail!
You guys just not firing? Or... Alright, this one's finished. I still have a distance. See if I can get it. That was a good use.
Dead.
They're being shot up.
From salt. We serve. Soon. I.
I don't really have an answer for the characters at the moment, except the army.
Fleet, Admiral!
Annihilation! I smell it! Noctilus! Meet your doom!
Enemy whale!
Hey, Legend. I have actually been meaning to ask you for a very long time, how do you dual stream? Like, I know you've streamed on Twitch and YouTube and DLive all, well, not all simultaneously. I started a new job 4 weeks ago, so I haven't been able to catch most of your streams now, because you stream, like, when I work. And they have a very strict no phones policy. And I like my job, so I'm not going to get fired for that. But I've been wondering, do you like run with two pieces of software, or yeah, like what do you do? Because I've got Streamlabs and I've got OBS. I'm just running on OBS right now. Yes. And as for why I'm prioritizing YouTube over Twitch, I have more subscribers on YouTube than I have followers on Twitch. Very straightforward reasoning. Don't worry, this won't end up a Save Your Disaster campaign. I don't think you take anything on normal. Oh god, I forgot how long the delay is. Yeah. Hey, Legend. Alright, that's cleaned up. Actually, doggos, take that out. Right, this is mod Who's still got half a gut? Die.
Harnessing the kill!
I'm playing for fun, not for accolades. Alright. This is...
Sea prey.
Yeah, it's modded, and trust me, it's been a disaster. I'm on my last settlement. This technically could have been a savior campaign battle, but I was not worried about it.
Fleet, Admiral!
One full stack of low-tier elves versus mid-tier this. Alright, where's Noctilus? What's he doing? Not coming back, not coming back.
Save my sword!
Okay, broken. Yeah, this is the Maelstrom.
That's macabre!
I was thinking about doing D-Live, but I can barely get a couple hours to stream at this point, so like I don't want to go through the hassle of the cryptocurrency on top of everything else. I don't know if you heard your or my question earlier, but like what do you do to multicast? Because I did want to stream simultaneously on Twitch and YouTube. I'm just not sure how, and I don't know if my computer can handle running OBS and Streamlabs at the same time. Close victory, my ass. Okay, to be fair, I lost 4 units. Or 5, I guess I lost a zombie. I could try D-Live over the weekend. Alright. Did I kill all the cavalry? Good. Those are the biggest things in my asses.
Exchange them for plunder.
Loot, loyalty, or replenishment. Her army was crap, so I'll
Gold
take the
for
loot.
prisoners.
Yeah, so very quick summary of the campaign. I kicked their butts, built up Noctilus to a full stack, went over to the to go invade the Araby coast, and I ran face first into the Norscan pirates. And I am very disappointed in my army because with everything shooting, we could not bring down the mammoth before they broke us. The ice dragon didn't help, but I was determined to kill that mammoth. I threw everything I had at it, and it still's alive. Another useless treasure map. Potion, channeling staff.
Ridiculous.
Alright, Noctilus now has his infantry. Go to level up. Yeah, man, it's good to see you. I've been watching the streams, the VODs of them. I'm just about done with the Hellman Gorse cheese. Damn, that was a good one. Like, that one was truly fun to watch, and I'm working my way through it. Thanks, man. I'm gonna be keeping this up for a long time. I only do a couple hours a night when I can, so this will still be going in a few weeks. I know. Ice Dragon, Mammoth, Berserkers, just oof. So much pain. Alright. Reason I also like this mod, 2 skill points a level. So I can get to Wind of Death even faster. Yeah. I thought I was safe. Like I sent my gunnery mob ahead and they came out from the fog and hit me. It was bad. Alright, there's the hack.
Chill. Embrace.
Gunnery mob. 20's nice. Ammo. Okay, so that's all about improving him. It's not bad. Explosion, speedster. See, that's what I need. But yeah, man. Good luck. I'll maybe one day I'll catch up on all those streams. Thanks, man. I appreciate it a ton. I think you were doing Icket Claw last I looked. Go get that rat some cheese. Oh, Invincible Kolek Sun Eater livestream. Never mind. I thought you didn't like to play as Kolek. Well, then again, you have played everybody, so was bound to run around again. You know what? I'll do training and improving him.
Curse this snow!
Admiral of the Fleet.
You're a vampire. So I'm not watching Nehek. Nehek? Am I saying that right? I gotta get an audiobook sometime. I know I'll never catch up. But at the same time, that means I have a near limitless source of entertainment. I'll never be bored. There'll always be something new to watch. Oh, sweet. I can only upgrade that.
Admiral of the Fleet.
I don't even want that unit.
A bitter wind blows.
True. Chaos gets viewers. And soon, hopefully, we'll find something about Warhammer 3. I am anxious for that, especially now that I'm reading the actual end time novels. Like, I really hope that's the scenario they play out. Give me Nagash. Alright, army composition. I am forever away from getting anything remotely close to a Necrofex, so I might as
The
well
blood.
try and get this to work for raiding. Let's see. Got my bombers. Handguns. Maybe a couple more of those. Oh, and we're full. I'll leave room for one more unit. Maybe I can get a Morgul or something. Chaos brings the views, but I love my vampires. If I wasn't watching the Helman Gorst campaign, I probably would have actually chosen my long-term thing to be a Vampire Counts or Von Karsteins, because I was playing a for fun campaign before I started work as the Von Karsteins with the goal of vassalizing the vampire, or not vassalizing, confederating the Vampire Counts. I really wanted to flip the tables on Manfred. Just like, fuck you, you're my bitch now. But, yeah, the dwarves were a problem, and then Gelt came out of nowhere and just blew up my entire... Like, he managed to cut through 4 different settlements before I finally was able to stop him. If there was ever a definition of caught with your pants down, it was Gelt from behind. I've been trying out your little your cheese ball tactic. That's my mid-game goal for this playthrough, is to be able to use the Wind of Death cheese. Especially since I've still got some pretty damn cheap zombies. They're not quite free, but... Okay, supplies adrift. Fodder no more. Gunline, definitely gunline. Hello, Zoel Tensen. Greetings. How you doing? Thanks for the tweet, Legend. Really appreciate it. Think of Manfred's awesome. Tell her at the... I know, right? It's like reading about him in Endgame or in End Times. I was like, oh my god, he got beat by an elf. That is embarrassing. I mean, an elf with a hippogriff, but an elf. Hippogriff, or I don't know. Everyone's flying mounts die in those books, so I just don't care. Oh, I'm rushing it. I'm trying, but like I said, Noctilus got knocked out early, so he is very much behind on growth. Okay, does this increase? Yeah, that's the growth building. So I'm rushing that right now. Graveyard will eventually catch up. I definitely, like, my end game plan is the Necrofex Colossus. Hey, can't we call it even for all those Patreon years? I'm kidding, man, I'm kidding. Yeah, I hate it when I have to just sit around and not do anything. Gotta get Noctilus up. I don't know if I should pursue the elves or attempt to land on Araby again. Let's see. Everyone's still alive, so there's 10 pirate fleets out there, naturally converging on me. Oh man, I didn't think that part through when I was picking a legendary lord. I hate Luther Harkin just on principle, so I didn't want to play him. I was originally thinking about doing the Drowned because magic power. But then I noticed this guy had the this guy has the cheap Necrofex, so it was like, okay, that makes sense. Ooh, Arkin's gonna kill Luther for me. I can only hope. Arkin is my favorite lore character by far. I found a a Warhammer store, or Games Workshop, or whatever it's called. There's one near my work. First figurine I bought was the latest Arkin one, which conveniently came with a horde to go with it. Don't worry about it, Legend. I uninstalled Ark. After 3,000 hours, I can't with that game anymore. I might play it a little bit when... Oh, who claimed the sword this time? My last campaign, Averlorn took it and conquered the entire island. But with Ark, I just... 3,000 hours. I'm good. There's nothing else I really want out of it anymore. Like, I don't have the time, that's for damn sure. I always thought Luther was the easiest one. Oh, I could have just landed here, goddammit. Why did I bother going to Araby? Right, because I wanted to kick Cetra's ass. Farewell, Legend. Thank you for the shout out. Welcome to all the fuckers. I too am a fucker. I just also happen to play a shit ton of Ark, so I got to know Legend through that game. And I do play Total War, but I suck. So prepare for some absolutely rotten cheese. If that squid is fed, or still alive, I will be really impressed. Okay, well, you get on way more than me. Yeah, it's any survival games at time sink. I had another one just through my old channels email me about doing an alpha test, and I'm like, cool, I'll see you on Sundays only. Alright, we'll go there. Can I detach you for scouting? I can't. Oh, shit. I'm going for entertainment, not skill. God, I played Legendary Nakai. I lasted 10 turns, and 9 of those turns were running away. That is not my forte.
Harkon rolls!
God damn it, that's actually Harkon. Ugh, what's he got? Deck droppers, guns. I need better units.
Master.
I won't fall for your guys' tricks. I know what I'm doing. I'm just not very good at it. And I get rather annoyed by how little I can actually do, even with the mods. I'm aware about run. I have auto run enabled. Okay.
Curse my crowd.
Somehow I'm stronger than him. That is concerning.
All the sea is mine.
Hey, mate, truce?
Absolutely.
That's a surprise, a genuine surprise. Okay, well, no, I'm not going to take Poxmarsh. The new guy, Wolfheart, should be over here. That would be interesting. Alright, what's the zombie upkeep? 41. Okay, for those just tuning in, quick bit of context. I am playing with the Radius Total War mod pack, just the base mod. I don't have anything to power up Norska or Wood Elves. Learned my lesson having the Norska one on when I'm not playing them. So you will see a bunch of units you don't recognize, and everything's been rebalanced. It's around, I believe it's a more streamlined and a little bit faster early game experience. For example, the Lords get 2 skill points when they level up, so even though Noctilus is only level 3, I've already got this much in. So it's very useful mod, in my opinion. Very nice on the balancing, and it does greatly reduce the upkeeps of everything, and a bunch of new units, like the zombie deckhand shields. It's not actually a whole lot of new units for the Vampire Coast. They had a pretty good roster to begin with, so they didn't add very much. A bunch of special units, a couple variations on things like the Rotting Hulks, but otherwise it is still pretty straightforward. Right, and I gotta... Can I assign you to anything? I cannot. Of course not. Alright. So, because zombies are so cheap, and this is a lore of vampires general, I will train her up with these. In fact, I'll put the shields ones on. Just because I need room for gunnery, right? Should I get to recruit one soon? Because through that, I can, what do you call it? That can get some training going. Yes, I have played a few hundred hours of Ark with Legend, so I can tell some stories of like what it's like playing on his server, or back when we were all doing Extinction when that gigantic mess came out. One of the perks of being a member of the Pooping Evolved gang. I got a lot of behind-the-scenes information on that, and let me tell you, that expansion was such a hot mess. The long story short is, all the good devs who knew what they were doing with the Ark engine went and made Atlas, and we all saw how that shit show turned out. So, Extinction was everyone they hired on to, quote, expand the team, which was really just, hey, we're literally replacing it with a brand new studio. You have 2 months to rush out this expansion that we half made. That's what ended up happening with Extinction. That's why it was so unfinished. I do not blame the guys who actually made the expansion, because they were given a really, really shitty situation to work with, and I think they made the most of what they could do. Be at war with the Forbidden Coast, money and black powder. Sweet. Aminar attacked the Poxmarsh. That's bad. I'm there. Almost. I gotta say, I love this map. Y'all got any Total War questions? I'm an open book on that kind of stuff. I've played all of them except 3 Kingdoms. I'm waiting for a chance to get that on sale because I'm a cheapskate and I don't buy Total War games when they first come out. For a bit of context, I bought Warhammer 2 when the Tomb Kings came out because I was like, new zombies, gimme. Then I learned what the Tomb Kings were, and I was like, I have a new favorite faction. I always have a very soft spot for the undead. I played one for all 15 years of World of Warcraft. And yeah, always team evil, team undead, team bad guy. One time I played the elves just for the fun of it and I hated it. Northern can go to hell. So that actually sucks for Luther. His only army got hit by the thing, and he's out of there. Why do you hate me? I thought we were being friends now. Events, taxes, devastation, lack. Oh, that's public order. Yeah. General aversion and treaties. Okay, not terrible.
Do you offer anything more than just your vessel of a body for my crew?
How do you even know I exist? And how did I get at war with the Fey Enchantress? Do I just start at war with her? I mean, it makes sense lore-wise. Pretty sure Noctilus was the one who captured her. R.I.P. Morgana. I should get back to reading it. I got to the elf book in the End Time series, and for me that was just like, I fucking hate the elves. Hate the elves. Hate Tyrion. Malekith's at least like a little bit interesting, but this is not an intro to Malekith book I'm reading. This is the end of Malekith as far as I'm aware. I know Legend's seen, or at least knows tidbits of it, because he was mentioning it in one of the streams I was back watching. I guess the orcs almost saved the world? If you had told me that a while ago, I would not have believed you. Okay. Right, so I just straight up can't add walls. Good to know. That sucks. Okay, Morgul's, Sirens, Hulks of the Deep, Cannons. Maybe. I mean, like, at least this I get a whole bunch of stuff to work with. The magical infantry. The Hulks of the Deep are very nice. The Great Ocean Prometheans are nice too, and the Rotting Leviathan. Deck Gunners are pretty nice too. This would get me access to Deck Droppers though, and those are a very, very powerful unit. A good army of Deck Droppers can delete units very quickly. Although I believe it's the handgun variation that you really want. Wait, I was looking at that. Oh, and that adds a Terrorgeist. Well, I guess I should do that. Beep boop. Hello, El Blesse. So let's get this upgrade paid for. Yeah, let's get the upgrades paid for first. Yeah, see, now we're out of money. We can't get the rest of the Pirate Gallows. But that's okay. This is a tier 5. Also builds a Necrofex Colossus, so I don't even have to worry that much. Did I already start the sack of loot? I have not started the sack of loot. Should probably start the sack of loot. I have the growth building going. I don't need the public order building. I don't need either of these actually. Like, these are just kind of useless here. So I guess I'll get bats. Because, wait, no, that was dumb. Yeah, I need to get the Desolate Shoal and the Mangrove of Monsters built up. Because I need these heroes. This, and I say, this will provide me with vampires, I think. Right? Yeah, so I'll get my vampires from that. Very, very useful.
Mind that recoil.
Alright, who's here? Who owns here? Vampy Coast. And Hunt Marshal's Expedition. Alright. We get to go whoop on the Hunt Marshal for a little bit. That's always fun. Alright. And I will not repeat my mistake of going into Force March. That was dumb.
The winds blow strongest at sea.
Winds blow strongest at sea. Oh man. He's such a wise vampire. JK. Necrofex Colossi Doomstack coming? Eventually. This is very early game, so I do not have that ready yet. While I work my way to it, we're going to try and recreate the Wind of Death Doomstack. So, vampires, and then a fuck ton of zombies. And then once I've got tier 5 up and running, I'll turn at least Count Noctilus's army into a Necrofex Doomstack. Because he gets one hell of a cost reduction on them. And that's the kind of Doomstack where I'm not sure I want to make everybody one of those. For starters, I think he's the only lord that can be one, so that's kind of a bummer on that round. But also, plan of action. Oh, hell yes. Sea legs, excellent. Ooh, that's a double bonus. Alright, let's get that going. There's nothing for that at tier 2. There'll be Depth Guard at tier 4 and Death Walkers at tier 5. See, this is an example of the mod adding tier 5 infantry. Now, they're still zombies, and they still suck, but they suck less. Alright, and we are not last. Kalir Lothreef is below us. Not even sure how, but okay. Oh, is that how you get on there? Okay, well. Oh, I see. I was gonna hit the temple. Oh, better get nice and close then. You will just be stealing tech from it, I guess. Oh yeah, undead hordes are fun, and I need to get better at it. I played... So I caught the first episode of Legends, Helman Gorse Cheese Campaign. Like, I caught that the day it came out. Yes, this is modded. I'm running the Radius Total War mods on this. It's a 3-mod pack. It kind of rebalances the game and makes it go by a little bit faster. And it adds more variety to the rosters. And in a game like this, where it's already the most varied Total War, variety is impressive. So you won't see like a massive overhaul, but this is modded. So like, yeah, there are different units like the Skullrammer Sailors I was pointing out. No, it's not. Like there's additional variations of like some of the units. There's not a whole lot. It's the infantry was the most part affected. Like they added more of that. They added a couple things. One of the things they did is make sure that the main, like this, for every race, will have some kind of recruitment capacity. So you don't have to put a recruiting building everywhere. And then they touched this up a little bit. I need 4 so I can get started on this. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
The crew are restless.
Alright, 1 turn and I can send this army out. This is gonna just be my horde, and I'm gonna try and have them just tag along. So it's not a feature that the turn timers go faster, but it does feel like they go by a little faster, because I did play a couple vanilla campaigns with the new DLC factions when they came out. And I noticed things felt a little slower, especially on Mortal Empires. Vortex wasn't so bad, especially playing as Gorok. That was actually a very, very fun personal campaign. You know, Deliverance of It's on Skavens, on Huge. Just, it's really, really satisfying, you know? Like, when it came out, I challenged Legend in a stream. It's like, hey, get 1,000 kills, and I was expecting him to get 2,000 or 3,000 with him. I don't remember if he ever actually played Gorok, though. To be fair, that was a stupid easy campaign. I was doing well on very hard, and I suck. El Blesse, thank you for the sub. I'm still small enough I can actually keep track of my subs. Mortal Empires can take over 5 minutes, it feels like. I also have a very good computer. This was the game that I was using to benchmark my PC when I was upgrading it. Last Christmas, I upgraded the RAM and the processor, and by virtue the motherboard. So, it's a pretty good PC, and I do have a 1080 graphics card, just an original 1080. So, my PC is no slouch. Oh, fuck. Okay. I should be able to handle that. I got a lot of explosives. And then these are just for running down archers. Noctilus, however, is still only rank 3. He's got a full Invocation of Nehek now, so at least, like, if I mob up, I should be okay. But now I don't have a Necrofex Colossus, and that thing almost took out the Mammoth. I was telling Legend I got caught by the Norscan pirates at one point, and yeah, that didn't go well. Wait, these guys aren't at war with me. Okay, well, we got no choice but to engage and hope for the best. However, that might make taking the Temple of Tlekken a little bit harder. just do that, because this is the only part I care about. Damn, Cult of Sotek got big. Anyone got any speculations who the Festag Legendary Lord is going to be? I think it'll be an Old World Lord, but beyond that, I'm really not sure. It could be a greenskin, and then they won't release a free one with the greenskin update next year, but that doesn't seem very in character. They could release another vampire, because suddenly the Lizardmen had the most legendary lords, and that can't stand. The Empire could certainly use, like, half of the Elector counts are worthy of being legendary lords, I think. I have a personal request for a legendary hero, and this is straight out of the books. I want that Amber Wizard, the final Supreme Patriarch. Gelt, in all his glory, couldn't do shit. But a Amber Wizard, a Lore of Beasts, fuck. Okay, there's some... As much as I hate to say it, I'll actually... We could only hope for a Wood Elf at this point. Like an actual Wood Elf, too. Like, if you think about it, the two Wood Elf lords aren't Wood Elves. There's Orion, who was a Wood Elf, but is now like a super mutated tree spirit. And then there's Durthu, who's an Ent. Alright, I'm gonna entertain you guys by showing you how terrible at tactics I am. So, auto-resolve would have probably steamrolled these assholes. I'm gonna fight it and lose half my army. On the bright side, I can just global it back in a couple turns. And yes, you hear me pouring myself a drink. It's just more water. I live in California, and if you haven't been following the news, our power has been off in most of the state for the last 2 days because of extremely high winds. Those high winds have the side effect of drying out everything, including my throat. So I've already been talking for 8 hours at work. Now I'm doing this, so this is a terrible map for what I want to do. Okay. Yeah, my lore so far has been The Rise of Nagash and the first 2 of the 5 End Time books. So, I'm not lore literate at this point. Like, I know there's lore, and that's about it. And that's going to be annoying. Alright, then we need you guys. And then we're going to put all these over here. Because when it comes to the vampires, specifically the Vampire Coast, you gotta flank with your cavalry, or your artillery, your ranged units, because they're all guns, and guns can't arc. Alright, Noctilus still only has 2 abilities, but now he has a channeling staff at least. Alright, and they have artillery, so it's important that he stays out there and soaks it up. However, I think they are gonna come at us. Oh, I love the Wood Elf playstyle, too. It's very fun. Just skirmishing for days. That was one of the few tactics I actually understand competently. Skirmishing and cavalry flanks. Speaking of which, that's probably a sign I should move these guys. Or I should move these guys. Yeah, get over here. Damn it. Goblin rock clobbers. Oh, great. I have a cave troll. Surprise. Can you hit it? That's the most important question at this point. Can I return fire? God, this battle's already going terrible. Yeah, I can't return fire. That's what I thought. that. Normally I would do a control group attack, but I'm not feeling that today. Nope.
From salt. Flesh.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and spread out. Because those, yeah, 2 artilleries, those are doing pretty big damage. Thank God I have the one for the invocation on mag. Oh, that's bad. Please tell me you can hit that. Shoot something. Okay, these are doing their work now. I need these to pull back. Shoot those orc boys if you can. I need them to get off my wolves so I can use my wolves to get the artillery. Okay, that's effective enough. Alright, that'll take care of that. That one's more likely to be saved. These are probably inflicting just a little bit of damage. Okay, good-ish, although the Wolf Riders came in, but no more artillery. So that tactic worked. Nice to meet my screw guys. I work, and work has a generator, so no day off for me, even if I didn't need power. I was stupid lucky. I'm literally a half hour away from the blackout line in my county. But, you know, YOLO. These are the 2 units that are supposed to be good against. Just keep shooting, just keep shooting. After you.
That's what.
Well, that's an orc war boss. The gunners are trying to get me and gonna shoot through the charge, but next time. Yeah, no, I'm not good with this. Like, I'm not good with the Vandals. I'm not good with guns in this game. Did I do that one right? Not today. Not lose my army. I will not lose my army. I will not lose my army. Wow, I still have my dogs. I usually write those things off after a couple rounds. Fighting anything, really. At least I know this won't come back. I see what you did there. Okay, there's the route. Oh, no, not quite a route. Some of that could come back. The Lord could come back.
Defeat is unacceptable!
Oh, shoot. That misfired real bad. You have to be real careful with that wind in the heck overcast. Nothing's pursuing. Everybody stack the hell up. How'd I lose a second one? I thought I had five. No, I had 4 of those. Okay. And none of you throw any bombs. Yeah, everyone group up because we got one hell of a wind of Nehet coming out. Or invocation. And hopefully these orcs will take long enough I can get 2 casts off. Hopefully. Alright, is everyone within? Pretty much.
Maelstrom, empower me!
Some much needed healing, although it doesn't look like it quite counted every unit. Well, Noctilus himself needs it real bad, so I'll target him with the next one. Oh, right, Wind of Nehek only gets, forgot there's a unit cap on it now. Only affects, I think, 3 or 4 units. And it does appear to be random which ones, because it just full healed that unit. I don't know if I'll get a 3rd cast off. The shoot a few rounds strat or the stack up and heal strat? Because I mean, I've been doing that for a long time, and Legends been doing that for probably a longer time. Because, like I said, I didn't jump into Warhammer right away. I didn't jump in on Warhammer 1 until, God, I think around the time the Bretonnians were added. And I jumped in Warhammer 2 when the Tomb Kings were added, which, to be fair, was the turning point from when Warhammer turned from crap to amazeballs. Yeah, stack up and heal has definitely been a tactic since Warhammer 1. It's a good tactic. Alright, so I lost 3 units to their 4 units, but they're not coming back. Oh, that guy was level 20. That explains why he kicked Noctilus's ass. So, replenishment, yes. So now I get to go land and recruit. Hey, it's okay, we all learn. There's plenty of stuff I've watched Legend do 3 or 4 times and I still can't do it at all. Nice. It's not a particularly good regiment of renown, but it's a regiment of renown. Sweet, and there's that trick I'll admit I took straight from Legends video. I only got to watch 5 minutes of it, but you know, being just oh hey. Okay, Curse of Undeath, Regeneration, and then gunnery mob. Okay, which one's the zombie gunnery mob? Okay, it's that one. So I'll take a power up to the Withering then, and then I'll get Evasion, and then I can start getting Winds of Death. And I just unlocked the achievement Parrot Talk. I don't know if you guys can see it. Not sure what that one actually even is. Streets in playing as vampire close, collect a piece of 8. Oh, cool. Bring those around then, so I can play the newest Total War thing. Yeah, no, it's Total War has been a really fun series for me. I started in Rome 1. Way back when, and for me that was just that was the return to strategy games for me, honestly, because I hadn't touched them for a very long time before that. The original one, I can say with some pride, wasn't when it was originally out, but my very first strategy game ever was the original Age of Empires, and I loved it. And then I found Age 2, and I loved it. And then I found Age 3, and I was really into Greek mythology before I found... Or not Age 3, Age of Mythology. then I was really into the Greek stuff. So that was just a love song to me back in the early 2000s, and I probably sunk 10,000 hours into that game playing just constant quick matches against the AI. Never bothered to actually learn how to play. Alright, and you definitely need to start training your troops.
Quartermaster.
Okay, and I've got a little bit of global, and some new units are available now. So that's the shotgun variation. That's the poison one. These skull rammer sailors got less health, but they've got way more armor. More leadership. So they're just tier 3. Definitive comes out in like November. I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it and bought Age of Empires Definitive Edition on Steam together. In fact, if you go to my channel and scroll back a bit, I did attempt to play through the campaign a little bit, but that was right before I started the hiring process for 2 different jobs at the same time, and suddenly didn't have a whole lot of time anymore. Alright, so I'm going to get Skullrammer's shields, because we are going to be up against the Hunt Marshal himself. And then I'll get one of those in 4 turns. And I should be healed up by then. I don't think these guys will follow me onto land, because they're pirates. Unfortunately, even better, I am 1 turn away from this, which is going to make my recruitment massive. Unfortunately, I don't have any other recruitment buildings yet, except for vampires. So we got vampires, death, and deeps. Okay, intelligent is not the one I was looking for. Alright, so we don't have a knowledgeable one, but it's okay. These are the hero ones anyways. Devious, and they can wound and assault armies. So you know what? I'll take it.
Fleet captain, reporting.
Guess who's gonna be guess who's gonna be assaulting armies if these guys land? Alright, I have research available. Let's see, what do I want next? I did that one for the public order. Lord recruit cost would be nice. Let's just get the growth next. Alright, how are we doing out here? Alright, this one is done recruiting. What's your favorite Total War? Do you like the historical titles or fantasy? I can't lie, Warhammer 2 is my favorite. But before that, it was Rome 2. Not Attila, Rome 2. I really like variety in a Total War game. I want to fight the most expressively I can, with the most creativity I can. So I try to have a variety of opponents and a variety of options. So Rome 2 is my favorite historical, and I do like I do like Warhammer 2 as well. Before Rome 2, it was actually it was Medieval 2 probably. That game was pretty good. Empire came out at an awkward time for me. I can actually say this. Empire Total War was the first game I ever got that required Steam to play. So I was turned off to Steam for a solid 2 years because of that game. I blamed Steam for why Empire was Empire. So that game really turned me off. I liked Shogun 2, but just the fact that everyone wielded the same bloody armies, that bores me. That's part of the reason I didn't rush for Three Kingdoms, is I didn't know how much unit variety there would be, and it looks like there's not a whole lot. I'll admit, I've very little watched about that. I liked the idea of Warhammer 1, and then once they started adding in new races, then I really got behind the thing. Wood Elves were my favorite original race, slightly ahead of the Vampire counts. And then here, in Warhammer 2, my favorite race is Tomb Kings, followed by Vamp Counts, and then the lizard men, and then the Skaven. Much as I hate the rats, I cannot deny that they're just so fun to play. Like, Icketclaw and all his horribleness is a fun lord. And you cannot argue against that. Alright.
The crew are restless.
Time to
I have
dispatch
sailed the world.
Jackie Sharpeye. I'll have her come and reinforce.
Sails up.
Actually, I'll have her go there first and then reinforce. And Noctilus is slowly healing and recruiting. Wish I didn't care enough about YouTube to play some music. I feel abhorrent with you, but I'm a sucker for roleplay. I do enjoy a lot of roleplay too. What are the games have I played? I've played all, except for Three Kingdoms, I've played them all. Thrones of Britannia I was excited for because I thought it would just be enough. Why is he here? I had really high hopes for Thrones. I was actually excited by their recruitment system, like, oh hey, yeah, pick up your army and then reinforce. It felt very Game of Thrones to me, but the game was just awful. So that sucked. Kingdoms, the expansion to Medieval 2 was pretty cool, but I kind of wish it had all happened on one big ass map. Oh shoot, that guy's gonna intercept my other army. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, at least I can still get some treasure out of this. Wow, Calidor just hates my guts. I may actually have to go kill them.
Fleet captain,
Can't do anything
reporting.
to that. Still healing. I'm gonna have a couple extra slots, so... Oh wait, I can upgrade now. Building this so I can recruit Necroeffects directly. Two games have full map covers Thrones in Rome 1. To be fair, full mapping Rome 1 is pretty easy. In Thrones, I can't get very far in Thrones. What other ones? Empire, I was so excited for, and it has some really cool elements of it. Like, it was so close, it just kind of tripped at the finish line. What other ones are there? I already kind of said Shogun 2's fun, but it is just the same armies fighting each other, so it's really hard to get to a full completion campaign without getting bored to death. Fall of the Samurai, that was fun. Like, I had a lot of fun with that. Rome 2, best historical title in my opinion. Whatever, despite whatever anyone else says. Legend. I think now it is the best. When it first came out, hell no. But now, in its current state, it has so many options. I mean, there's so many DLC campaigns. The Grand Campaign, I think, has the most available lords, if this hasn't caught up to it yet. Or most available factions. Victory. I mean, unstoppable. Exactly. It's like being Eastern Empire and Attila. Attila I liked, but I never could really get over the whole Attila being stupid overpowered thing, because it's like, I'd be wanting to just play my thing, and then suddenly the Huns are here, and then it's just like, great, now I have to deal with the Huns. And I'd kill them, and then they'd just come back. And then I'd kill them, and then they'd just come back. And I could never kill Attila, because I always wanted to play infantry-heavy armies, so I never actually could kill him. It was bad. So I play a pretty infantry-heavy style, personally.
Undead.
I'm not going to put a port there. They didn't send any heroes to mess with me, so... yeah, we just sit and wait. I don't know if I actually played Rise of the Republic. I have the DLCs, but to actually play the DLCs, not so much. just go ahead and do that up. So, what do y'all think they're gonna do for the greenskins? I don't know greenskin lore very much, but I would... Oh, God, no. Just look at that. Look, they're coming in twos now. I might actually have... No. That's a trick. Do not force march. Like, my instinct right now is force march to catch... to get back and try and get my two armies together to fight that. Yes, like, Hunt's Marshal is gonna just be... I don't know if I ever watched the rest of the Republic trailer. I know it's terrible, but when it came to Total War DLC, I just bought it usually whenever I saw it come out, because I was like, hey, I love Total War games, so I'll probably like this DLC. To be fair, it's not wrong usually. I mean, look at this. I have zero regrets on any DLC I've purchased for Warhammers 1 or 2. Zero. Even the dwarves. I don't like dwarves, for the record.
Sea dog.
We have to defeat a foe in battle, a great hoard of treasure. Alright, well, that was kind of worth it. I need you to get there. We should be okay.
Avast. Hide and cower.
Good, we gotta level up on that.
Another faceless servant.
Hello, Mexican Sasquatch. This is Mortal Empires. Let me zoom out for you. And this is modded. I should probably put that in the description. Where's the actual streaming thing? Edit. There. Alright. That should update that. Just let y'all know. So I'm playing as the Dreadfleet. I am playing on a modded variation of the game using the Radius Total War. So I'm gonna probably stream for another half hour to an hour. Battles pending, because it is getting late, and I have been running a very early schedule this week. So I really appreciate y'all turning out. Like I really do, and thank you once again to Legend for the shout out. I know I'm streaming at like the opposite time he does. I wish we both still played Ark, because hanging out with him is fun. Like, you never know what kind of shenanigans you're going to get up to. They bought the Dwarves DLC for more gobos. That's fair. So Warhammer 2 is the most complete Total War to the scale variety, like you said. Yeah, variety, me personally, variety is the spice of life. So the most varied Total War is naturally my favorite. And that's the same reason I like Rome 2, and the same reason that I don't completely hate Empire anymore. Like, now that I've gotten over the whole fanboy thing, it's like, you know, they had a lot of cool ideas with Empire. It just didn't quite work out, but I can still appreciate it for what it is. They tried. They genuinely tried. Can I afford to upgrade this? Nope. And I probably don't need to consolidate at this point. Yeah, I don't need to. Alright, this is my concern. Combined, those two armies might be more than I can handle. These orcs have mostly recovered by the looks of it, so they'd absolutely wreck the shit out of this army. Yeah, the fact that we're not done with Warhammer 2 surprises me. Like, I don't think we're gonna get any more factions. Halflings are like the only thing I can think of at this point. And hell, Vampire Coast came out of the blue for me, just like most of you. God, oh my god, I just had a memory. So, I went to TwitchCon 2018 last year, and I got to play Three Kingdoms and Vampire Coast. So I've technically played Three Kingdoms, but I just played the demo on the show floor. I spent the most time at the Total War booth. It was tiny, but it was nice, because they had some benches set down for a tournament that I could just sit on after having been on my feet all day. Oh, okay, I can feel my throat starting to go. Alright, let's try and get some action going so I can end on a high note. Maybe Araby. That would be interesting, but at the same time, the Tomb Kings are down there. And I think the Tomb Kings were a more successful DLC than, well, any of the others. Britonia maybe was more popular. I don't actually know the numbers. I truly am kind of feeling it's like, feels like it's kind of time for Warhammer 3. And I don't know if you all remember the issue with Mortal Empires when Warhammer 2 first came out. But Norska, the most recent DLC for Warhammer 1, wasn't of... Son of a... Alright, I'm gonna do this manually and just hope I can cheese this somehow. No, this is not legendary. I am... Does this say Legend of Selvalis in here? No. It is just normal Selvalis. Yeah, I don't play on Legendary. I don't have fun playing on Legendary. I don't like playing against AI with cheats. I like playing against AI with skill. So, obviously, I don't get to do a whole lot of that. Alright. So, the enemy has us outnumbered. The enemy has us in far superior range. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do the only logical thing. We're gonna swamp the fuckers. And you can just kind of sit in the back while I have the maiden force do this. I don't care about the magic or the other stuff. This character was literally just a placeholder while I needed Noctilus to come back. So, I'll turn this off. Alright, we've got the whole army. Swamp them. So, because I put them in a locked control group, they'll just auto-acquire a target. I have the numerical advantage. And their archers don't do very well in melee. And just because it's modded, I happen to make the zombies with shields. So, you know, slighter, better chance to not just get shredded by the missile units.
Moving!
I'm expecting a lot of those units to move back and let me take the high ground. I have Nahek and Macabre, so that's it. And I have... I'm sure these are pistol zombies. Yeah, these are pistol zombies, so they're really not that useful. Or they could go ahead and just straight up charge into me. Well, there's definitely a couple gaps in the lines I can exploit right now. In fact, I do see my first spot I'm going to try and set up in. I don't know how those spears are... Okay, they're running. I'm going to try shooting the swordsman. Swordsman in the side. God, I have not been able to speak all freaking...
Admiral!
Keep yourself up, lady.
Arise to my dominion!
Yeah, so unfortunately, the gunners just are a magnet for the archers.
Orders, fleet master!
Unfortunately, I just used a hack or... Yeah, and I can't do that.
Gunnery mob!
So now they're crumbling. Actually, this might be on hard. I don't remember. Device frequency. Right, campaign set. I'll check what the campaign setting is in the actual campaign, but I could have sworn this was on normal. Maybe I put it on hard.
Onwards!
Whew, saved our zombies. I think. Barely. Come on, get some freaking... Good. Revive. Hey, we actually killed a unit. Sweet. We saved our gunners, which is good, because we need them.
Fleet Admiral!
Come on, break.
Rasgangam!
Full power and a heck. Stop crumbling, damn it.
Gunnery mob!
Shoot those Seaguard if you can.
Fleet Admiral! Slaughter!
There we go. Now the archers will stop being archers. Well, the Lorthern Seaguard won't.
Dark Hex!
Looks like I'm going to lose that deckhand unit. Nothing I can do about that. Got 64 power reserves. That's a couple of hex.
Above deck! I'm here!
What's that over there?
A curse on you! A good choice! Yes!
I'll let her reacquire a target. So, at least some of the Seaguard were...
Powder, wing! Oh,
Fleet Admiral! Fight! Blood magic!
No, I should save the magic for a heck, but at the same time, there's only so much I can do.
Gunnery mob!
Alright, let's see if we can't break that spear. They're so red, I can hardly tell them apart at this point. I'm also guilty of wanting to zoom in to watch the fun. Because, you know, who doesn't?
Fleet Admiral!
I'm gonna have to send her into melee now.
Landslobber! Fleet Admiral!
Definitely need to drop in the heck over here in a moment.
Powers of the deep!
Really? Upgrade to 3 units now?
Uncertainty spreads! Gunnery mob!
I think I have them keep shooting. We'll suck to get hit in the flank from that. Alright, break them. See, it's like my unit's at less, or like double the triple the health, and they're about to break. That's how I know I'm probably not on normal. Their units just don't break. See, look, they're back again.
Fleet Admiral! Arise to my dominion!
the target and fire. Okay, so those units did manage to recover.
Fleet, Admiral! A curse on you!
Damn it, that miscast.
We are lost! Slaughter! Destruction away!
Damn it. I'm starting to really crumble now.
Take hands! Outrun!
No one else not fighting, apparently?
Gallery mob! Yarn! Need flesh.
Uh-oh.
Fleet, Admiral!
Alright, I think this is the point where our army crumbles. I'll use the heck again if I can, but it's looking like a big difference. Yeah. Alright, so our reinforcements were destroyed, but we definitely made them pay for it. This army's not fighting shape anymore. And I'll just recruit another one because this was zombie trash for the most part. Oh, hey, these two units are still fighting decently. Kill the Sea Guard if you can. Yeah, it's like, see, I was using tier 1 and tier 2 units against tier 3s, so yeah, of course I'm not gonna win. But yeah, I made them absolutely pay. Yeah, unfortunately now she's crumbling. Still, it was a good round, though. A valiant defeat, I'll take it. We died, but they suffered greatly. Unfortunately, yeah, just not being able to fight with ranged units, yeah, that was kind of the downside. But again, now I should be able to recruit a Lore of Vampires captain that should immediately be able to pick up Wind of Death. So, this should be a much more viable cheese in the immediate future. So, they did that, but I'm pretty sure that army is now checking out. No, they're actually still gonna fight. They do realize Noctilus actually has a proper army, right? Like, I didn't just bring cheese. I brought an actual army. Okay, they're gonna die now because Noctilus should be done recruiting. Yeah, Jackie Sharpeye. F's in the chat for Jackie Sharpeye. She tried, she died. Clan Fester and Estalia were destroyed. Interesting. That's good, because we're about to attack. Right? Yeah. Much as I want that, not worth a say. We have a very worthwhile kill to take at this point.
Is not yet clear.
Blunderbuss. I like that idea. Yeah, she tried, she fought, she died.
Noctilus reigns.
But now we avenge her.
Wipe them out. I will issue killing for profit.
Alright.
Rider, power.
Boom! Noctilus has Wind of Death. And I'll have Wind of Death upgraded and Earthing or Magical Reserves next turn. Or next kill. You know what? total revenge time. Because now we have the Wind of Death. And I will prove that I may be a poor student of legend, but I am a student of legend. Also, I have like a bunch of guns now, so yeah. That's gonna suck for them. And almost every one of these things has a shield to boot.
Sea prey. Gunnery armor.
Have you guys attack from there.
Blood will spill.
So, this time I'm not actually interested in attacking... Okay, so I should clarify. I'm not planning to use the typical legend cheese when it comes to this. The plan is not... Actually, yeah, I need to hold those guys in check. The plan is not actually going to be to Wind of Death the front line of infantry. Not this time. Because we're facing the elves... The plan is actually to Wind of Death their back line.
Got my shooter.
There it is. Wind of Death. What's the range? Yeah, he's still out of range for a bit. I'll get those up there for stragglers. Be any, but hypothetical stragglers. Beep boop, hello. Welcome to the stream. We are getting towards the end of it. This will be one of the last battles for the evening. I figured they'd have engaged my front line a little better. There we go. Alright, so line me up a wrecking ball, please. I'd rather just take out 2 units. Ladies and gentlemen, the Winds of Death.
They're using magic against us.
Seem to recall that killing a lot better. Okay, plan B.
Our enemy is casting spells. Above deck.
See, I kind of know what I'm doing sometimes. How'd that one guy survive? That's more like it. Whoa. Just to... Let's do a quick science experiment right here. Actually, I need them to not get eat, not immediately eat these guys, because I need them for science. Do I need to overcast them to do killing damage? Because this is the spell that kills dwarves, right? Okay, it has to be overcast. Good to know. Thank you. Go ahead and eat them. Okay. Good little clarification. Has to be the overcast. Wait, don't just stop because they broke. Eat them! And you, shoot that asshole. So, all of you, shoot that asshole. Knocked this man down for a slightly painful moment. actually went pretty well.
Unstoppable!
Well, that's gonna break them all.
Harnessing the kill!
That's a fun bit of magic. Today on 100% Why We Know It's Satisfying, shooting elves.
Yes, awesome.
Oops, if you can get those swords. Yeah, I don't want survivors. This is not that show.
Halt, Noctilus!
All is chaos.
All is as Selvalis demands it. Alright, how out of range are we? Pretty out of range. Okay, don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, yeah, those guys aren't coming back. Okay. One unit might survive, but I killed the Lord. And I brutally broke everybody else. Alright, and I'm out of water, so definitely getting towards the end of the stream. Yeah, nope, 10:30 is a good place to end it. We'll have at least avenged ourselves a little bit, although we did not succeed in the goal of making landfall. At the very least, I was able to avenge and kill 2 armies. Decisive victory. We have avenged Jackie. Jackie is avenged. Fern Harvest has been gunned down quite thoroughly, and Count Noctilus turned out to get the very first wind of death of the campaign. And after I realized that, yes, it absolutely 100% has to be overcast, heads are gonna roll.
Subjugation!
And they're dead.
Go!
Beautiful.
Riva!
Good sea captain.
Count Noctilus reigns!
Good, and we're back on land.
Once to the Riva!
And we're there. Alright. Just so I remember to do it later. Actually, let's get that. Can't afford that, can't afford that. Let's get us a new vampire. Any knowledgeables? Negative. Alright, what do we got? Fire starter. Predator. Intriguant. Ooh, ambush success. Smuggler. Come from all buildings. Let's do the plunderer. Oh shit.